All right. Good morning, wrestling world. Here we are, World Wrestling Live, another Monday. And we've got two amazing high school wrestlers from the state of Florida down there in Lakeland at Tenoroc. Gabriel, who is with the hat on, is going into his senior year. And Nick, who doesn't have the hat on, is going into his junior year over at Tenoroc. So this year, Gabriel was a district finalist. Advanced all the way to the blood round. He transferred in from Lakeland, did it the right way. Blood round at regionals. He was on the Florida freestyle and Greco team. He had 72 wins so far in high school, and he is the master of the double over, from what I hear. And Nick is in the shadow of Travis. He's got two-time district finalist, 2-year wrestler, regional semi, 70 victories so far, and his match was the qualifier for team state duels. So he had to win that match for them to advance, and he did it. We had his older brother on last week, so we're here now with these guys. Hey, thanks so much for coming on, guys. Man, I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Guys. So first of all, tell us how this off season has been with this new COVID, how you guys have been coping.
I've just been like running on my own a lot, and I went and bought a curl bar and I just do a bunch of curls and stuff and then run.
And then I just go to my friend's house. He has like a whole bunch of weights and everything, and I just work out with him.
Nice, good. So I mean, how has it affected your off season?
We just haven't been really able to like get in the room and wrestle, so we haven't been able to like work on our like technique and stuff like that. So it's more like we're just training our endurance, really.
Yeah, well, that's good. At least you're doing something. I know with my kids, they're 14 and 11. So I mean, the 11-year-old isn't really going to compete with the 14-year-old, so he's just getting taught.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But they do get out in the afternoons and hit the weights and stuff like that. So that's always good. Keep their strength up, or at least get stronger, do something, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, good, man. So both of you were seconds from qualifying for states this year, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, I know good and bad feelings, right? Good that you made it that far. It was awesome, I'm sure, to be in the blood round, but kind of disappointing that you didn't make it.
Yes, sir.
Man, what was the feeling there, and how has getting so close to the next level really changed your mindset, your preparation, your outlook for next year?
Like losing that match, it just like kind of like showed me that what I was doing wasn't enough, and that I needed to start working harder so that I can like go to the next level and like win at states instead of like just getting there and going 0-2. So I just started working harder because it just like kind of crushed me that I was that close and just didn't make it.
Yeah, no, man, I get it. How about you, Nick?
It just shows that you just got to work so much harder than all your other opponents. So at the end of the day, you can be on top and above them. And losing honestly made me realize that I can work a lot more harder, because as the match was really close, and just if I worked that much harder throughout the year, it wouldn't have been that close.
Yeah, talking to Coach Cerullo, I mean, he mentioned both of you were just seconds away, that they were both pretty tight and just could have went either way. But I guess adversity is something that I guess we got to go through to succeed, right? So, man, good. So what do you, what's changed in your, as far as how you're preparing? Are you working out harder? Do you think you need to get stronger? Is it faster? Is it endurance? Is it, what do you think you guys need to do to get over that hump?
All of the above. Everything you just said, just work harder with all of that. Just become all around a better wrestler.
Nice. So one of you play football, right?
Both of us.
Yeah.
Both of you play football. Okay. So my question would be, how has football and wrestling helped become better at each sport? Does that make sense? So how does being a football player help your wrestling, and how does being a wrestler help football?
For like wrestling, like it helped me be a better football player because wrestling got me like more in shape, a lot more in shape.
And
It got-
balance.
Yeah, and balanced, and I'm a lot faster, and like my muscle endurance is a lot better because of wrestling. And then like for football, for wrestling, I just got like stronger playing football, so it helped me in the wrestling room because I wasn't as weak.
Nice.
When I was a freshman, obviously football season is before wrestling, and I haven't wrestled yet. And I was all right at football, but then once this year came for football and I already had a year of wrestling, it's totally different. I was way more coordinated and everything. And there's nothing like wrestling's practice. It's the hardest sport ever. You'll get in shape the best from wrestling.
So what would you tell young kids out there that are playing football but not another sport? What would you tell them as far as what to do during their off season?
I would just tell them to stay in shape, run, work out, do push-ups, sit-ups, go for a run.
And would you recommend that they young football players wrestle?
I would.
I definitely would.
Yeah. It just makes you a better athlete all around if you wrestle, I feel like. Just
Nice.
And I feel like if you like football, you're going to love wrestling too, because it's a very physical sport. So it's really most football players are physical.
All right. So who kicks whose ass, Nick or Travis?
that is it's kind of like it goes both ways depending on where they start. Like
Yeah, he's smaller than me, but he's fast. He's really fast.
and he's strong, and it
I mean,
just depends on the day, really.
I'm bigger and stronger, but he's been wrestling way longer than me, so he's fast and he has a lot of technique.
Yeah,
So
Coach says even though he's a foot taller than his big brother. It's got a benefit. Do you have siblings, Gabriel?
I have an older brother.
So does it benefit to have obviously brothers in the house during a time like this to be able to have a practice partner?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I mean, my 14-year-old has an 11-year-old, at least somebody to roll with, but you guys have brothers that are older than you, so that's gotta and you guys are older too, junior and a senior, so you guys are basically men already. So
Yes, sir.
it's got to be cool to have someone that you guys can go full go with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd imagine you and Travis go full speed, and you and your brother do the same thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's awesome. So talk about I know you were at Lakeland High School originally, right, Gabriel?
Yes, sir.
And you did everything, you did a proper transfer and did all that. What has the transition to Tenoroc done for your career wrestling and also Coach Cerullo and that coaching staff? What have they meant to you?
They mean a lot to me. They're like a whole nother family for me. And they like if I need anything, I just call them and they'll put it right like everything aside and just come help me. But like it was like when I transferred, they're a lot more aggressive than Lakeland. So I had to get like used to being a really aggressive wrestler and always going forward, moving forward, taking shots, and just like always trying to score points. So it was just like it was a difficult transition because I wasn't used to that type of like endurance of going forward all the time. But it really brought me to the next level. I feel like it's like building me up to be a better wrestler because now I'm not just sitting there trying to win a 2-0 match. I'm trying to pin them all the time. Like it's just really helped.
Hey, so Nick, coming up behind your brother, a lot of expectations, I'm sure. He's probably paved a pretty good way for you. And what's it like? Do people expect things from you because of being Travis's little brother, or do they kind of look at you as your own separate entity?
I feel like it goes both ways. I remember before I even wrestled, Coach Shoney used to be like, "Oh, I can't wait for Nick to come in." And I was thinking in my head, like, I hope he knows I've never wrestled before. But then when I came in and just like Gabriel said, how the pressure that we always give and how we just break people down, that's it's helped a lot. And it's definitely like what am I saying? It's like it helps like when I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like yeah, it's definitely like I bet a lot of people think like well, Travis is good, so his little brother's gonna be good. So a lot of people think that way, but then me and Travis have like a totally different wrestling. Like Travis is like level change, shot. He's super fast, and me, I'm more like underhook, and then just be overpower everyone else, just blow through them.
Nice.
So-
Well, you guys are obviously going in the right direction, right? I mean, you advanced pretty far. You guys are in a tough one down there in Lakeland, man. Lakeland wrestling seems like it's really doing big things. You guys have such good programs and clubs right around you, and then being right there in between the I-4 corridor, you can go either way. You can come up to Central Florida and hit whatever CFWA or TK or Osceola Cowboys or whatever's up here. And then you can go to Tampa and hit the Mafia or hit whoever's down there. And man, you guys got the best of everything. Hey, Gabriel, what are the benefits of salt baths?
There are no benefits of salt baths. I do not recommend doing them. I will never do one again. There are no benefits of them. They drain you out, and then you'll accidentally slip or something.
Hey, what is the culture in your wrestling room? What does Coach Tony do to keep you guys with that family mentality, growing, changing changing what people think about you guys coming into rooms? And I mean, I've heard like barbecues and things like that.
Yeah, he always wants to do something like go to his house, have a barbecue, have a slide, and then he's just always there for everyone. Like he's always showing he's a good figure for everybody. Like he tells you good advice, things you should do, and then when he comes in the room, he just works you, makes you a better wrestler and everything.
And talk about how he holds you accountable for your grades.
There was a couple kids that were ineligible this year, and he didn't let them do anything. Like they would have to come to practice and do their work the whole time.
Sit on a chair and just do their work the whole time while we practice, because we want everybody to be able to wrestle and get better. But to Coach Tony, grades are everything. If your grades aren't good, then he doesn't care. You're gonna sit there and you can get your grades up, and then when they're there, come in and wrestle and get better.
Yeah, I mean, you could really see him get emotional when I had your brother and all his buddies on that were seniors, and that's kind of really his first class, right, at Tenoroc.
Mm-hmm.
You could really see him kind of tear up a little bit because it means a lot to him that, I mean, all of them are going off to college. I think one of them will go to college, but he's having knee surgery or something. But yeah, I mean, I think it really meant more to him to see. I think it means more to him to see you guys get that diploma, walk down the stage, and say, I'm going to get to go do this in college and get a career. You could really see it meant a lot to him.
Yes, sir. Coach Tony's emotional.
Yeah. And he makes a good ribeye. So what were your guys' most memorable moments this year?
That's hard.
As a team or individually?
Either way, whatever you guys go, man. That was fun, or man, that match that I won made a difference. That match that I lost is going to make me do this, or what stands out in your high school career so far where you're like, hey, I'm going to be better because of it, or man, that was awesome. I couldn't believe I beat that guy, or whatever,
For me, it was probably losing at regionals.
Yeah, that was
probably because I feel like losing that match and just made like it's gonna make me such a better wrestler. I feel like because I'm working so much harder now to get better, so that when I get back there next year, I'm not in the consolations. In the finals match, not.
Yeah, it's a big game changer. And then, I mean, there's plenty of matches that I could say, but what really opened my eye to make me how my work ethic is my brother going to college. Like it just shows like you can do it. You just got to work hard enough and you're there.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to. Was it? Did you both have brothers? But did you guys have a chance to wrestle with your brothers? Like not against them, but to be on those teams and get to experience that. And that had to be a cool time in your life, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Like my 2 years of wrestling, my brother's been there the whole time to wrestle, and then Gage and Randall, they've been there too, and they're like our best friends. So wrestling with all of them was a great experience.
Yeah, and now moving forward, the room's going to be given to you guys. You guys are going to be the leaders now. How are you going to take that and run with it? And what are you going to do for the younger kids coming up to make sure that the culture and what you're building in Tenoroc stays for years to come?
We're gonna keep the same intensity that we always have. We're gonna make sure everybody's still moving forward, always being aggressive. We're not gonna let nobody be lazy in the room. We're gonna keep everybody moving all of that at all times.
And then we're just gonna let them know that you come in that room, you're gonna have to work as hard as you can. It's gonna be hot. You're gonna get rolled up by everyone, really.
I got a cat and she's going crazy right now. She's jumping through the bed and going under the covers, and so I keep looking because I keep hearing. I call it like crazy cat. And the cat keeps coming up against the wall, running after me. You see, messing up my curtains. All right, cool, man. Well, I'm sure it's going to be weird now being the only Haworth in the room.
Yes, sir.
But I'm sure it'll be fun. So are you guys ready for my 10 questions?
Yes, sir.
All right. So burgers or wings?
Wings for sure.
Yeah, that's where I think I went, Wing House or Hooters.
Oh yeah, Hooters for sure
For
too.
sure.
Yeah, I'm going to kick my cat like a football. Don't worry. Peanut M&Ms or plain M&Ms?
Peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, peanuts for sure. Cause it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Captain Crunch or Cinnamon Toast?
Cinnamon Toast.
I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch because they don't like cinnamon.
Yeah, I like Cinnamon Toast. I like them both, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch can be like a snack, a dessert, a cereal. You
And
can
you don't really need milk with them.
Yeah, but when you do have milk, it makes the milk even better.
Yeah.
I agree. Red Bull or Bang?
Bang.
Your coach said, better say Bang. Chocolate chip or cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream.
Chocolate chip.
Ooh. Regular Oreos or double stuff?
Double stuff. For sure.
I mean, both are good.
Then you can go through a sleeve in a minute, right? Ramen or mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese.
I like mac and cheese, but ramens are easy to make, so I'm gonna say ramens.
Yeah, I like ramen too, and I'm 44. Water slides or roller coasters?
Water slide. Roller coasters make me sick.
That's true. I'm a roller coaster guy.
Ribeyes or barbecue chicken?
Ribeye.
Yeah.
Busch Gardens or SeaWorld?
SeaWorld.
Busch Gardens because we got more roller coasters.
I had a bad experience at Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Hey, man, this has been great, man. I appreciate you guys coming on. I wish you guys all the best. Like I tell everybody, keep kicking life's ass. And you got a fan now. I'll be watching for you. Everybody I have on the show, I'm always going to be, when wrestling starts, I'm going to be looking up the names and be like, yeah, there's that kid I have on the show. Hope he, so you guys, what weight classes do you guys think you'll wrestle next year?
I definitely want to get bigger. Just keep getting bigger because I'm more tall and linky, so I want to gain some muscle weight.
For me, I'm probably either going to go back down to 20 or 26.
Nice. Yeah, I think I know my son ended the year wrestling 138, but I think at the end of the year you can wrestle 140, right? You get the 2 points.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
After Christmas ended?
Yeah.
So he was there. I think he's walking around right now, probably in the high 150s just for home. He's working out, but I think his goal is to get up a weight class. Maybe, what would it be? 145 would be the next step up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I think that's his goal, is to get there, but I just tell him to lift weights and do whatever. But I'm sure, right now he's not trying to cut weight or anything, so he's just lifting weights. But I'm sure if he sucks out a little bit, he can.
Yeah, I've already went up a weight class since wrestling's been over.
Yeah.
Got up like
Yeah.
3.
I think he went up like 2 or 3 too. But I remember the other day he was weighing himself and he's like, "Damn, I'm fat." And I'm like, what you guys consider fat is not fat, by the way. But you guys are fighters. You look at yourself and you're like, "Damn, I'm fat," and I'm looking, going, "Hey, let me show you what fat is." That's awesome. Well, hey man, it seems like you guys have a great culture there at Tenoroc, a great coach. You guys are doing great things. Seems like you guys are having fun, love each other. So, man, keep up that culture, and I look forward to seeing big things out of you guys.
Yes, sir.
And you guys have a great week. And if you ever want to come on again, just hit me up.
For sure. For sure.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.